What's going on, guys? Peter Zhang coming at you via Markify and Benzinga. Happy 4th of July. Hopefully everybody had a very safe and productive weekend. And hope everybody's ready to get back into the markets. Last week was very crazy volatility-wise. We had expanded ranges left and right. We literally bounced from 155 all the way to 163, dropping from 166 earlier in the previous week. So it's been a relatively tough time for everybody trading. Hopefully you guys paid attention to the previous options outlook video where I said that this market here is not necessarily the best for Delta 1 traders, and actually has set up in the past 2 to 3 weeks as a really good market for volatility traders. That means the guys that are riding options on the outside of the wings, meaning that if it's dropping really low, you're going to look for high volatility areas on the puts, and you're going to be riding those. If it's going really high one day, you know it's actually not going to go anywhere, so what you're doing is you're catching the top at most times and selling volatility at those points. So back and forth, remember, volatility goes like this, right? Call side jacks up, put side jacks up, and when markets are always low, both sides move up too, okay? So what's happened now is that with all the swinging back and forth, you've actually got a settlement of sort of volatility now that we've broken out of the range. So last week, if you've noticed, SPY was trading between 160 and 162 for a little bit, and ultimately broke out to the upside. And now we're sitting at 163s. A lot of people who weren't trading Fridays missed a huge move on the SPYs to the upside. We tanked in the morning, and then all of a sudden recovered and made more. And pretty much what's happened is that we've shaken out a lot of the big movers out there. What I want you guys to pay attention to is the Amazons, the Pricelines, the Googles. These all have extremely bullish setups, okay? The Amazon, if you pay attention to the 900 level, the Google, if you pay attention to the 900 level, this thing could get legs, get kind of crazy. It's got a crazy look for 1,000, but I don't want to, be predicting crazy things out there. Priceline, all-time highs. Leg after leg after leg after leg. If we were really selling off, you would not see Priceline so bullish. Okay, Amazon, same page. Okay, hit freaking highs, 286.58. Still hitting highs on Friday. We might see a gap up into 287s. Who knows? We're still checking that out. One thing that is lacking and has finally started making moves higher are the financials. All right, this is expected during choppy summertime period trading. We did have fade outs. We did have weird movement, and not really too much of a bid underneath any of those financial names. But what you want to pay attention to is something that kind of perked itself up a little bit for the first time is JP Morgan. All right, this thing came out of consolidation, has given the tell possibly a bullish market coming in one more time before the into the summer. And this is something that most people would not be looking forward to. But again, last week I was telling you, you want to stay on the sidelines. You want to really look for possibly a dip buy. And in the chat room, a lot of people were able to actually catch this dip buy and go long. And we'll see what happens next week. I would say it's going to be a little choppy next week once everybody comes back in and realizes, oh wow, we're so high up. People will be readjusting positions. You might see a couple fade outs, but I would see all fade outs be resolved relatively simply, okay? Options traders have already been positioning themselves for longer term trades. We're looking at a possible move to 166 on the SPY, and let's just see what happens. I would say I would be a dip buyer in this case, all right? Any type of massive dip, any type of gap down, I would slowly move into a long position via some cheap calls as they float out, because again, you have lower volatility, things are going to kind of fade out, and you can buy these for relatively low value at low vol levels. Okay, we will be, if we start trending up again, volatility levels will be crushing back down, and the weekly options will be easier to play then. Okay, there'll be more trends, and it'll be less likely that volatility traders can screw you guys. Okay, market makers will not be out there to screw you guys, because these moves will be real and they will get out of the way. Okay. So again, I would pay attention to the tech bullish setups. I would pay attention to JP Morgan, Citigroup to see if they continue higher. Citigroup, I really want to see this thing just bust through 50 bucks. Okay, once this thing moves above 50 bucks, we should see the SPY start moving relatively well. Another big name to pay attention to is this Apple. All right, a lot of people have finally seen the bounce in Apple. Unfortunately, Friday was completely miserable for it. Okay, either this is going to be a dead cat bounce off of this 420 back down to 400, or she should start finding support around 410s to make it move a little bit higher. Again, there is no catalyst. This is still considered the dog of the entire industry right now, dropping from its heydays back at the 705 areas all the way down to 400. So again, guys, I would not be buying this just yet. Look for any type of momentum. She's lacking in momentum. She does not have real buyers right now. Okay. Again, guys, watch the volatility. Watch your levels on the SPY. You've got your tech names leading the way in the summer. We've got earnings coming soon, and so this should bring some volatility back. So again, put on your thinking caps. Don't do anything crazy, but pay attention to the action because we could get our bullish trend back very soon here. All right, guys, over and out.